Hey everybody, it's Scott Steen with winnersandwhiners.com, coming to you live on tape from the land of enchantment, Albuquerque, New Mexico, with today's one and only Deep Three. As always, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. If you dig what we're doing, give us that thumb. If you haven't done it already, give us the rectangle, give us that subscription. That's all we'll ever ask from you. That and just a kind word in the comment section. So, of course, speaking of the comment section, don't forget to let us know what you're playing. What are you on? Are you tailing the deep three? Are you fading the deep three? What have you got conjured up on your own? Maybe from baseball picks. Perhaps a little European footy is more your style, or perhaps the final round of the PGA tournament has some interest for you today. Whatever it is, put those picks out there. If you get them right, you know the drill. You will get the much coveted, much anticipated, always appreciated shout out on the next day's video. And of course, if you get the most right, you're going to be king for a day. You're going to be the capper of the day. So make sure you do that. And it could be you getting that capper of the day salute. And of course, don't forget to check out all of our great sites, winnersandwhiners.com, statsalt.com. And for those of you New Jerseyites, no matter what exit you live at, make sure you stop by and check out pointsbet.com for some of the coolest prop bets anywhere, some great sign-up bonuses, and of course, nickel lines on all the contests. And of course, don't forget their great promotion. If you play a money line bet on Monday night's NBA game and your team is ahead after 3 quarters, you win, Jack. That's it. You don't even have to worry about that fourth quarter meltdown. You ain't got to worry about nothing. You win at the end of 3 quarters, you have the victory, my friend. So make sure you check out pointsbet.com for all of your betting needs, won't you please? All right. Well, let's get to a little recap of yesterday. Had a little Freaky Friday going on as my son came in and did the deep three yesterday. I figured with the kind of week I was having, he couldn't possibly do a worse job than I did. And lo and behold, except for having no idea when the NHL game was actually being played, he did a pretty fine job. He picked up a win on the Arizona game, picked up a win on the Atlanta game. And as a little bonus to you guys, you know the drill. He still likes the Bruins tomorrow night to pick up a victory there in St. Louis and then go on to sweep the series or to take care of business there in Boston and win the series. So, by the way, my son's name is Truman, and that is an official Truman pick there on the Bruins. So, if the Bruins come through, you give him all the mad props and credit. And if they don't, you absolutely should blame him. And I will throw his email address out there, and you can just blow him up like a motherfucker. All right? And our premium picks today did a pretty nice job. We had the New York Mets take care of business against Colorado, and they ultimately did that. And our 3-unit play of the day, we had the Chicago White Sox to take care of a stumbling Kansas City Royals team. And they did it. They didn't do it by much, just 2-zip. But Lucas Giolito once again dominated the Kansas City Royals. So that's the way that goes. 4-0 on the day. We'll take it. We'll take it, guys. We're going to look to build on that success with today's picks. So hang on to your hats because here we go. First game, we are taking a look once again at the Chicago White Sox Kansas City Royals game. Surprise! I'm not taking the White Sox here. You know, my first instinct, the way the Royals are playing right now, is to fade the Kansas City Royals in every single game. But Chicago White Sox starter Reynaldo Lopez said, "Sostengo mi cerveza," and they did that. It's a little Espanol for you guys. And of course, I'm going to have to back the Royals here because Reynaldo Lopez has been no bueno. It's absolutely dreadful. He's been so bad lately that I can't believe that he is not on the short list of guys that the Royals have targeted to join their rotation. He is absolutely dreadful. 19 earned runs, 24 hits, 6 walks in his last 13 and a third innings. Yes, folks, that's right. Plus, and this is even harder to do, he has absolutely stunk up the joint against the Royals. 10 earned runs, 23 hits in 15 and 2/3 innings that season. That's a real nice 5.74 ERA as a starter. Glenn Sparkman, on the other hand, for the Royals has been, you know what, not awful. He was tossed out in his last start in the second inning for plunking Tim Anderson. Kind of a long-standing feud that they have about Tim Anderson disrespecting Kansas City Royals pitching staff. But anywho, he should be able to last longer this time. In the start since then, I had a real nice outing. He gave up just 1 run in 5 1/3 against the Boston Red Sox. The Royals are struggling to score, but facing Ronaldo Lopez should be the tonic that ails those problems. So let's get down on the Kansas City Royals. We're laying the wood. We're laying 6-5 on the Royals, minus 120 against those Chicago White Sox. And switching over to the National League as the Cincinnati Reds take on the Philadelphia Phillies. Sonny Gray goes for the Reds against Aaron Nola for Philadelphia. Taking a look at the team total, 4.5 there for Cincinnati, and I'm thinking that's going to go under, Betty. The Reds, their offense has come thudding back down to earth in the last week. They've scored just 11 runs in their last 6 games, and out of those 6, they've managed just 1 victory in that stretch. Although he struggled in his last start, Aaron Nola has been fairly consistent, with the Phillies holding opponents to 4 runs or less in 7 of his 13 games. You know what? 7-6 by itself doesn't excite me too much, but the extra value comes from the fact that the Reds average just 4.3 runs per game and have topped that number just 1 time in their last 7. Now, quick note on this one. The total on this game is 8.5. Philadelphia is small favorite, I think about 125, 130 on this one. So it's possible that it could be 4.5 for the Phillies, 3.5 for the Reds at that point, where I'm going to advise a pass. I don't like under 3.5. I do like under 4.5. I'm guessing both of these teams are going to be at 4.5. Probably going to have to lay a little extra wood on Philadelphia under. So, get your stuff down on Cincinnati, contingent on the fact it will be 4.5 or higher. And we're going to finish it off with a pick from the National League East as the Atlanta Braves take on the Miami Marlins. Max Fried goes for the Bravos against Pablo Lopez for the Fish. Hey, everybody, meet Pablo Lopez. He is this year's winner of the Wei-Yin Chen Award. Anybody remember Wei-Yin Chen from last year, the Miami pitching staff? It was absolutely ridiculous splits, as he had an ERA over 7 on the road and a sub-2 ERA at home, and he made every start. It wasn't one of these 4 starts kind of weird anomalies. I think he made damn close to 30 starts this year, and that trend held the entire year. It was the craziest thing to see. Pablo Lopez, again, he's been unbelievably good at home, but except for throwing 6 innings of shutout ball in his last start against Milwaukee, he's been mostly bad on the road. His ERA is 1.84 in Miami in his 4 home starts, and the Marlins, this is the part about them I don't love. They've kind of gone into their offensive shell again, but Max Fried, he struggled in his last 2, and the Fish should be able to scratch out enough runs to get the win as long as Lopez continues to love that home cooking. Give me those plantains, give me those black beans, give me those Cubanos, and give me the Miami Marlins plus 125. And while you're at it, throw a little Cincinnati Reds team total under 4.5. And let's finish it up with my boys in blue as the Kansas City Royals take care of business there against Chicago, minus 120. And at the end of those 3 games, you know the drill. You guys can join me. We will pick up our winning tickets, and we will head back to the window. All right, everybody, let's take a look at our premium results so far for the month of June. Not too shabby for June. We are 11-8, 57.9%, and we roll right along. If you're interested in getting down for the premium service, getting my 2 or 3 best picks every single day delivered directly to your email, as long as your own personalized video for all of our premium members, just follow that link and get yourself signed up, won't you please? All right. Hey, you know that I got to have some premium subscribers. You met my son. You know that kid can eat. So I'm gonna need a serious amount of subs as soon as possible. And I'm actually pulling his leg. We're down here moving him to Albuquerque. He just graduated from college. He's got a degree in engineering. Going to work for oddly enough an engineering firm. So that's pretty cool. And we're all very proud of him. We're having a blast down here in Albuquerque. And of course, we wish him nothing but the best. Good kid, funny kid. And maybe we'll have him. Maybe we'll have him do a repeat performance on the Deep 3 sometime here. All right. And so let's get to the reason for the season, shall we? Let's take a look at the shout-outs as a couple cappers had some pretty nice days. We'll start off with all the comments. Scout G said that was some funny shit, man. Said reminds you of Cheech and Chong. I don't know which one of us is which, but I know that Dave is not here. So thanks, Scout. Appreciate it. The Legendary King gave us some LOLs. Thanks for the lulls, Legendary King. We had a blast doing it. And yeah, he writes all his own material. So there you go. Cisco had a fine day. Cisco had a little barking dog action as the Baltimore Orioles came through plus 190. Well done, Cisco. He also had the Chicago White Sox as well. That was a fine play right there. He went 2-1 and made 190 on the day. Well done. Christopher Smith, he had a Windy City day. He had the Chicago White Sox, he had the Cubs, and he had the Los Angeles Dodgers. Michael, I'm going to give it one shot here. Michael Budgedoso. Yeah, Michael B. There you go. Hey, Michael B. said we should switch more often. Well, we'll try to head back to the Panda Express and wait for that lightning strike because you never know what's going to happen. And of course, the Legion of Picks, he had a kind of a rough day. He did hit one of his 2-unit plays though, as he did get the Los Angeles Angels home for 2 units. So there you go, LOP. Nice job. And Southpaw, the old crafty left-hander. He hit the Chicago Cubs on the money line. He hit the Arizona Diamondbacks on the money line. The New York Yankees let him down, but he did hit the LA Dodgers San Francisco over 8 and ended up having a fine day going 3-1 on the day. Mark Richmond, he split his baseball picks, winning the Mets and the Cubs, and dropping the Oakland A's and the Cincinnati Philadelphia over. And he also had Tacitus in the Belmont Stakes, and Tacitus joined all the other horses that I've bet on this season and not even getting a sniff of the victory. Dustin F. Had a 500 day. He had the Twins on the run line. They were very disappointing, but he did have the Cleveland Indians team total over 4.5. Nice job, Dustin. Jay Yee said, good strategy, taking a day off. Absolutely. Don't we all need a day off? And Cody had some very nice words for C-Dub. Said mad props to C-Dub for taking the time to give him some great pointers on the UEFA and MLS soccer. Said he spent time DMing him and spent a lot of his time on in the afternoon there to help out one of his fellow handicappers and sports bettors. That is exactly the kind of stuff that I love about you guys that I don't see anywhere else on the internet, is everybody helping each other. You guys, absolutely, I've drilled this from day one. We have one common enemy, and it is the people who take the bets. It is not us. We are all in this against them, all right? So, C-Dub, that's fantastic, brother, right there. That's a great job. And I'll tell you what, C-Dub, I'm going to throw you a shirt, brother. You tell me what team, what college, what pro team, whatever it is. You tell me who you want a T-shirt from, and the deal is I get to pick out the style. All right, you give me your team, you give me your size, anything that you hate. If there's any colors you hate, you don't want to have it, I will respect that. But other than that, I have pretty much free reign. I'll send you a free shirt for helping out. Not only Cody, but I know you've done that a bunch this year. I appreciate it. So yeah, I'm going to do that on my own dime and get that sent out to you. So let me know in the comments section. DM me on Facebook. Either way, and I'll get you hooked up with a absolutely free T-shirt from the good folks here at Winners and Wonders. All right, very cool. Thanks, brother. This dude Aardvark, not only did he have to go to a wedding, but he lost. He lost the Washington San Diego under. He had the 1-1 in one day. He pushed on the Cubs first 5. He had the loss on the Washington San Diego, and he did hit the New York Yankees Cleveland over 10. Nice job, Aardvark. And so there you go. So here we go. Our capper of the day. It was a close one. Our capper of the day is going to be the Southpaw. Very nice job. Southpaw went 3-1 plus 200. Closely following on his heels for honorable mention is Cisco. Cisco picked up that big victory, going plus 190 as his record is 2-1. Very good, as Southpaw just edged him out by $10. So that was a nice day by both of you gentlemen, and decent days by some of the other ones. Keep it up, guys. Keep those comments coming. Keep that help coming, and you know the drill. We'll meet back here tomorrow, and we'll talk all about it and see how we did. All right, you guys have a great weekend. Finish up your weekend strong. Have some fun. Get out there. Hey, man, get some sun, all right? Starting to be some spring, a little summer coming in. Get out there and get yourself some vitamin D and have some fun with the family and friends, all right? You guys take care. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day.